Hey guys, I'm gonna be showing you guys really quick how to optimize your listing on Amazon. This is some key points that you guys might want to write notes down on, because a lot of the tactics that I'm gonna be sharing with you today are some things that a lot of people haven't covered yet in some other courses that you may have previously visited. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give you a quick rundown on what you need to be looking for in your listing whenever you're creating product description, keywords, bullet points, all that you guys is gonna be covered, including traffic today. So the first thing is for optimizing your listing, the goal always, the number one goal for whenever you're creating your listing is to reach page one of Amazon um organically as possible. And a lot of our traffic, we want that to be, as free as possible, even though a lot of free traffic is not necessarily free, you guys. I don't know if you guys understand why it's not free, but let me go ahead and give you a quick rundown of why free traffic is not necessarily free. Free traffic really means is it takes up a lot of your time. It takes up a lot of time to set up these systems to get a lot of an immense amount of free traffic coming to you. So even if you guys do implement strategies to have free traffic coming to your product, your site, whatever, it's not necessarily free in a sense because it takes a lot of time away from the things that could actually be putting money into your pocket. Right away. So paid traffic is what you guys want to be going towards and focusing on, because that's what's going to actually give you guys the most return on your investment as soon as possible, and you can do a lot more. You're a lot more flexible with paid traffic because you can do testing with a larger audience and a more targeted audience. Because with free traffic, you can't always be so specific or accurate with whenever it comes to the audience that you're bringing in. They could be people who enjoy skiing, and you're selling volleyballs for the summertime. It can be all over the place if you do solely free traffic, and it's not pretty, you guys. So the next thing is always answer your customers' questions before the purchase, and that's number one what you want to do. And you want to do that in the bullet points, you guys. Whenever you're writing down your bullet points, you always want to break down exactly what your customers are going to be thinking about, what your customers are going to actually be wondering if the product is actually going to solve their problems just within those 5 bullet points right there. That's very important, so you can get them pre-framed for purchasing your product before they even click buy or add to cart. Next thing is dominating your keywords. Whenever it comes to keyword domination, you guys, it's very important that you know exactly where to place your keywords and understand that repeating your keywords throughout your listing is not going to help when it comes to ranking, when it comes to dominating your competitors, when it comes to anything in regards to organic search results. It's not going to help you guys. So what you want to do is find out, the top 50, top 100 keywords that you guys can actually start putting into your description. You do not need to insert all 100 of them into your description, but you do want to find the ones that are bringing in the most traffic, or the ones that are getting the most searches on a daily basis, with that free strategy that I showed you guys earlier on in the module before. Um, Another thing I would like to touch on is do not use all 500 characters in your product title, because when you guys do, I see a lot of products doing this where they just make a long title, a really long title, and it's full of not necessarily keywords that are even relevant to their product, but they start off with their brand name, and then they just fill it with a whole bunch of unrelated keywords that do not make any sense, and it's all over the place, and people can't understand what the product is or what the product does. And what that does is it their mind, in the customer's mind, it creates chaos. And when you create chaos in the customer's mind, it's human psychology to not want to initially make a purchase in something they can't trust. So they can't trust to understand your product, even just from a quick look at just your title. Then they're not going to feel like they can trust you to fulfill what the product is actually made for. So it's very essential to actually understand that less is more, you guys. When it comes to creating your title, you do want to start off with your brand name if you want to get exposure like that. But after that, you guys want to fill it with keywords that are relevant to each other, and make sure it actually makes sense and explains what the product is and what the product does. Very quick and short and sweet. The next thing I want to touch on is answering the most important questions in the bullet points. We talked about this before, you guys. It's very important that you think of at least 5 things that your customer is going to be wanting to know if the product actually solves. If your product is a grooming brush for dogs, they want to know that does is the brush bristles are they detachable? Can I like replace them, or can I like is it easy to clean? A lot of these questions that come up of like usage, how to, think in that sense of them physically using your product because you're selling a physical product. Think of putting yourself physically in the situation of the customer of when I actually get my hands on this product, uh, am I going to be able to do this or am I going to be able to do that? And what limitations do I have with this product alone? So that's what you guys need to be focusing on. Um, this is getting into the traffic strategy of optimizing your listing, because when it comes to optimizing your listing, you can only do so much when it comes to Amazon because this is very limited as a third-party channel. So I'm gonna be teaching you guys a quick rundown of some things that you guys need to be looking for whenever you're creating traffic or directing traffic to your listings in the first place. So as a website owner, if so in a later module, I'm gonna be showing you guys how you guys can use Shopify to create your own store, your own brand name, and actually start selling at a premium price with the products on your initial website. So a lot of the traffic that you guys can be bringing in, this is traffic that you guys control, by the way, is ads, banners, direct mail, and product inserts. The list goes on. It keeps going. There's a whole bunch of ways of paid traffic that you guys can use to bring in customers and new leads and outside sources of traffic into your product to your product's listing. But it's very important that you guys test every one of them because one traffic source might not be as profitable as another traffic source. So it's very important to test exactly if you're actually making bank with your marketing budget. So you guys always need to be testing exactly checking your CTR, which is click through rates, your CRM, everything that entails your marketing budget and how much you're actually getting when it comes to return on investment. Next thing I want to touch on is always collecting your emails. This is something that a lot of people get lazy on, to be honest. To be blatantly honest with you guys, a lot of business owners, a lot of people who with a lot of online marketing knowledge actually just get lazy when it comes to collecting emails. They don't necessarily put in the effort to set up autoresponders, to set up the emails, to write out scripts, to write out product discounts and all this stuff. They don't put in the work to set up these things. But once you guys do set these things up, it's already set up. You set up a sales system that actually brings in money, recurring money, because you're actually putting them through a system where the customer is able to be exposed to your brand and exposed to your products and new coming products in the future with the auto-responded mail once you guys set up the system. So it's very important that you guys have this set up, because if you don't, you're missing out on a lot of money. You're just leaving it on the table for your competitors to grab and jack from you guys. So the next thing is reaching out to bloggers and YouTubers who have a large influence in relation to your brand. There's a lot of tools that I use to find out who's actually the most influential person for my channel, for my branding, for my category. If you got a home and kitchen product, you want to be searching for home and kitchen channels. If you got a fitness product, by all means, you want to be looking for fitness channels. And if you want to get even more details, so say if you did something like fitness related, and your product is not necessarily for cardio people. Your product is for bodybuilders, for lifters, for people who lift heavy weights. That's the target market that you guys want to be focusing on, and seeing if you can work out a deal with those YouTubers and those bloggers about reviewing your product, and setting up like an article, or and leaving backlinks, because Amazon loves those backlinks where you're getting a lot of organic outside traffic coming to your listing from other sources that it does not know anything about. So that's very important, you guys. There's something that is very important when it comes to marketing in general. Something I really want to touch on is there's only three types of traffic that comes in and out. It's cold, warm, and hot traffic. Cold traffic, all these are traffic you either control, you don't control, or traffic that you know you just don't manage. So cold and warm traffic is basically cold is Facebook ads, pay per click, banner ads, anything that you have to pay for that has to do with people who just don't know anything about your brand, people who don't know anything about your product, who are new to your industry, and who still have to get to know you. So people who just do not know you. Warm traffic is basically anything that has to do with people who are even getting to know you, who have been through your system, who have been through your funnels, who have been through your listing, who have bought your products. This is warm traffic. Members of subscription sites, customers, email lists. These are all sources of warm traffic. Hot traffic is frequent buyers. I would say for buyers who purchase, you know, 10 to 30 units every 2 months, depending on the size, or depending on the type of product that you're selling to. Loyal subscribers are a wonderful source of hot traffic that you guys can take advantage of if you guys actually take the time to build a relationship when it comes to social proof, because that is very important. uh, I want to quickly touch on something really important, because I was watching a video on YouTube of Gary Vaynerchuk, and he was talking about the importance of taking advantage of social media and how impactful that can be on your business if you guys actually care about your customers, if you guys actually care about the people who actually give you the money to actually run your business. So it's very important that you guys take the time, aside from your business, aside from the money making part, and take the time, just an hour out of your day, to reach out, answer questions to your Facebook group, Twitter, Pinterest, whatever. Just find a medium for you to reach out to your audience, because it's very important that you build a relationship, because that relationship will serve you in the long term. And that's what we're focusing on when it comes to 360 Amazel marketing. I don't focus on short-term profits. This is not a get rich quick scheme, you guys. So it's very important that you guys understand the value and actually putting in value in your audience, so it's very important that you guys take the time out, an hour of your day. It's gonna be real quick, just answer questions, provide great value by giving away discount codes. You guys can do a lot for your customers. You just got to think outside the box. So that's just a quick rundown of what 360 Amazel Marketing has on when it comes to optimizing a listing. If you guys have any questions, you know where to leave it. Is leave it in the Facebook group, and I'll be sure to get back to you guys on your answers. And I'll see you guys in the next module.